You know, every once in a while, a regular season game just hits different. It has all the fire, all the intensity of a playoff final, and that is exactly what we got between the Suns and the Lakers, an absolute down-to-the-wire thriller. So let's just jump right into the craziest moment. We are starting at the heart-stopping climax of this thing. Forget everything else for just a second and picture this one shot, this single moment. This is what capped off one of the most unbelievable back-and-forth games you're going to see all year.
0.9 seconds. I mean, think about that. That is all that was left on the clock. It's not even a full second. It's such a tiny, tiny window of time. But it was the entire difference between a gut-wrenching loss and a legendary win.
Okay, but to really get how amazing that final shot was, we've got to rewind. Because honestly, the Phoenix Suns probably shouldn't have even been in a position to win this game. They were walking into a massive uphill battle from the jump. And here is the giant obstacle they were facing. The Suns were down their all-star guard, Devin Booker, and a key forward in Dillon Brooks. Let that sink in. You're about to go into a fight with LeBron James and the Lakers, and you're missing about 45 points of offense from your lineup. On paper, that just spells disaster. And look, this wasn't some new problem for them. The team had been seriously sputtering on offense, struggling just to crack the 100-point mark. So for this team to suddenly come out and win a 113-110 shootout, it was a complete 180 from everything we'd been seeing. This was not a steady, calm, predictable game. Not even close. It was pure chaos. An absolute dogfight where both teams were just trading haymakers, one enormous momentum swing right after another. And this timeline right here just shows you what an absolute roller coaster it was. The Lakers storm out of halftime, go on an 11-0 run, and go up by 13. You're thinking, okay, this is over. But nope, Phoenix claws all the way back to tie it up. Then they build a 12-point lead late in the fourth. Game's got to be over now, right? Wrong again. The Lakers erase that lead and tie it up in the final minute. Just unbelievable.
So you got a 45-point hole in your offense. Somebody has to step up, right? And on this night, it wasn't just one guy. It was two unlikely heroes who just decided to grab the spotlight and refuse to let their team lose.
First up, Grayson Allen. Wow. He basically put the team on his back, dropping a massive 28 points and giving them the exact firepower they were desperate for. And his third quarter was what completely flipped the script. Remember that 13-point Lakers lead we talked about? Well, Grayson Allen pretty much erased it by himself. 16 points and 4 threes in that period alone. He was the spark that brought the Suns back to life. And then, when the game was hanging in the balance in the fourth quarter, it was Colin Gillespie's turn. He came up huge with a critical 21 points.
And we're not talking about garbage time points here. These were daggers. 4 massive three-pointers in the final period. And every single one felt bigger than the last. They were the shots that kept the Lakers from running away with it.
Okay, so we've got our unlikely heroes, we've got the wild comebacks, and it all came to a head in an absolutely incredible finale. Let's break down one of the most intense final minutes of basketball you will ever see. I mean, just look at this sequence of events. It's shot for shot, punch for counterpunch. Reaves hits a clutch three to tie it. O'Neale answers with a tough layup. And then, of course, who else but LeBron James is right there for a tip-in to tie it again. Neither team would give an inch. It was just perfect, setting the stage for one last play to decide it all. And this is what makes that final shot so beautiful. This game wasn't won by one guy playing hero ball. No, it was won with perfect, unselfish team basketball. Allen drives, he pulls the defense in. Instead of forcing a bad shot, he kicks it out to Gillespie. Now Gillespie has a decent look, but he sees a great one and makes that extra pass to a wide-open Royce O'Neale. Money. That right there is how you win a basketball game. So a win like this, a gutsy, down-to-the-wire victory, it's always more than just another W in the win column. It sends a message, and it has some pretty major implications for what's become a very tight playoff race.
113-110. That's the final score that sealed an absolutely improbable victory for the shorthanded underdogs.
And this is exactly why that final shot was so huge. With that win, the Suns pulled to within just one game of the Lakers for the division lead. So this wasn't just a feel-good story. It was a critical, must-have win for their playoff positioning. That's a game that could be a massive tiebreaker down the road. So yeah, they pulled off a miracle. A couple of role players became stars for a night, and they stole a game they had no business winning. That's the kind of victory that can really build a team's character. But it does leave us with one big question. Was this just a flash in the pan? Or is this a sign that this Suns team really has the depth to stay afloat until their stars get back?